Since launching full-time in 2006, our field program has become one of a kind in the nation. We've helped start over 450 new campus pro-life groups. When we started, we thought there were about 180 existing campus pro-life groups. This was a list I gathered from the RNC and another conservative organization. We mixed it together and we thought, okay, that's the list. Today, there's over 700 active pro-life groups, and they're real things. I started the pro-life group in my high school and my college, and I can attest to you why it's so important to have a pro-life group. As a pro-lifer, it's important to have that safety net on campus. To say it's okay to be pro-life. You can be standing for life, for preborn life and women's rights. You're not a bigot for believing that. It's also important to legitimize the pro-life movement. Because when I come walking on campus and I have my flip-flops on, my Dave Matthews t-shirt, and I start talking to somebody and they realize, wait, you're pro-life? You're not some crazy person? We're legitimizing the pro-life movement and we're showing people this is a reasonable position to hold. We're also the front lines. We're also there educating those first customers of Planned Parenthood and the abortion industry. Student pro-life organizations are the link. So what we do is we don't want to recreate the wheel. We're the link between the national pro-life movement, what the national pro-life movement has been doing, with what's going on in campus. So we can take what's going on nationally and bring it down to campus. We can bring speakers and issues to campus to be talked about and discussed and debated that never before would have been reached. Our full-time team, there's 11 of us, 7 of us who are in Manassas, Virginia, who travel, and then 4, like Sherry, regional coordinators, who live, eat, and breathe pro-life in their region. We travel across the country. We'll go to over 250 campuses this year alone, trying to recruit, motivate, and train pro-life leaders to start pro-life groups and to reactivate pro-life groups in college campuses. And we do trainings in activism, leadership, fundraising, public relations, sidewalk counseling. During the semester, our weekends are actually booked. We had 3 trainings 2 Saturdays ago that we were all, every single one of us were gone. Next Saturday, I'll be out in Seattle for our first ever Northwest regional training. We'll have over 35 regional weekend training seminars this year. That's free, but just for pro-life students. We launched a new program this January called Events in the Box. I'm not a very creative person, so they're called Events in the Box. And what they are is they're free kits. It's based on a thematic, something thematic going on. So February was Black History Month, so we did abortion in African Americans. March was Women's History Month, so we did women in abortion. And basically, everything we can stuff into a postal rate, flat rate envelope, we do. DVDs, flyers, brochures, speaker samples, talking points. We send these kits to campus to groups who are struggling or just starting up that don't have the money to make copies for the flyers. 3 weeks ago, a group at Moore Park College, one of our new groups, who requested our March event in a box, Women's History Month. The events in a box for March cost us about $20 a box. And that included all the printing and the postage. They emailed us to say, hey, we had something really cool happen on campus today. We were out on campus and we were putting up the flyers and they kept getting ripped down. So the students just kept going. They were just making like circles around campus. You put the flyer up, you come back in there, put the flyer back up, so just taking it down. So they were in the process of reposting one of their flyers. And a girl walked up to them and started asking them questions about field development. Do you really believe it's a baby? How do you know it's a baby? What can it do? And so they started talking to the young lady, and right in front of them, she called the abortion facility where she was scheduled to have an abortion on her cell phone and canceled her abortion the very next day. 5 women students. And just so you know, some of you all have a list of active students for life groups on your tables. I didn't bring it up. Just so you know, we believe in running our nonprofit like any other business. I try to keep business leaders as my mentors. And so what we've been doing is we audit, I'm going to say it's tax day, we audit all of our students for life groups. So every single group on those sheets, those white sheets, it's double-sided, two pages. Every single group has a number assigned to it, where we audit how many members they have, how many events do they do. So we know where we need to be targeting our resources, where do we need to be hosting events, where do we need to be going. And we give awards to those prizes. In fact, I owe like $3,000 to some students for life groups. We offer a couple $100 this year for our top groups. And so we ended up, I gave a budget of $15,000, we were at $15,200 as of yesterday. So I've got groups now that are beating down my email going, I haven't received my money yet. I'm like, let me go make it first, and I'll send it to you. So we were actually, that was a shock for us. We thought, oh, we might be giving away about $8,000. We ended up giving $15,000 worth of prizes this semester alone for students for life groups to host events on campus. It's $200. It's not a lot of money, but it's enough to bring in a speaker, to pay for one-night hotel room, to pay for food, to entice the pro-choicers to come and listen to the pro-life speaker. Our national conference, which had 450 people in 2007, for the fourth year in a row this January, sold out with over 2,000 people. We had to turn people away from our national conference. And our live stream online of the conference kept shutting down. We had so many people trying to watch the conference online. We held the largest pro-life conference in the country with students. Last year, as if we weren't busy enough, I met some med students who came up to me, pre-med students who said, I don't know if I can be a pre-med student anymore because I'm pro-life, and I don't want to be forced to do abortions when I go to medical school. Now you want to talk about the front lines. It's medical schools. In undergraduate campuses, we've got 700 active groups. Planned Parenthood boasts of easily 200. We have them trumped. In med school campuses, there's a pro-choice medical group in every single med school campus. And now, after this semester, there'll be 30 pro-life presence leaders on medical campuses. That's where they're recruiting the future abortionists, because they can't find people who want to do abortions. Abortionists are retiring. They're leaving the business. Some are dying doing the work. But they can't find new medical professionals who want to do the business.